Very good evening to all of you and welcome to today's session. We'll wait for a couple of minutes so that more learners can join this session and then we will gonna start this session. The speaker for today's session is Mr. Rajan and the topic for today's session is automating things with Python. Yeah, I just want to inform that yes, there is only a Q&A window where you can ask the doubt. Okay, so I hope Ravi, for any doubt you have, you can post it in a Q&A section. And I think we have a good number, I think. So we can start from your end.
Yeah, sure, Aditya. Thank you very much for the coordination. Well, hi all. A very good evening to all of you guys. I hope you all are doing great. So yes, myself once again, guys. My name is Rajan. I'm your host for this Python session. And so, how you all are doing, guys? Right? So, are you doing good, everyone? Yeah, great, Sakshi. Thank you very much. Great, Dheeraj, Biswajit, Girisha. Yeah, Shikhar, Mr. Dill. Hi, Sayed. Hi, Shivendra. Mayur. Great, great, great. I'm also good, Mr. Vijay Krishna. Thank you very much. Yeah, great, great. Thank you for adding the star, Shiva Ramakrishna. All right. So yeah. All right, great. So guys, I welcome all of you in today's session, guys. Today is the final session of your Python crash course, and today we'll be making history. Hopefully, we'll making history positively, isn't it? Okay. So guys, it has been a long journey with all of you guys, right? I think we have completed 3 sessions with you all, right? So we started with a variation, like if I remember correctly, we started with a variation of like knowledge, and there were some learners with some prior programming experience, and there were some beginners, right? So as of now, right, everyone. As of now, what I assume is that Python should not be new to you, right? Yes, you heard me right? So you are not a beginner in Python as of now, right? So you have seen lots of Python coding, you have seen lots of Python scenarios. So you know exactly how Python works, and you have the context with you, right? Basically, like what are the things which are available in Python and how the programming world runs. Apart from that, yes, there were many uh, learners who are having some prior coding experience. I can definitely say to the learners who are having some prior experience that that after starting with Python, you must have observed that the approach by which this Python programming solves the challenges is little different compared to the style that we follow in C++ or Java, isn't it? So Yeah, yeah. So like I can definitely guarantee like the energy that I'm feeling here at my end, that definitely there is a rise in the learners. Apart from that, yes, I do agree that still there are some challenges, especially if there is a learner from the beginners background. So yes, there are challenges, but I want to say that when you say like you are finding it difficult to code, or let's say you're able to understand the logic, right? So and so basically it is just a general phase which is there for a while, right? So every solution, right, so whatever you're looking for will be available to you only if you spend time with Python, right? And yeah. And see, everyone, right, I have great minds here with me. I do agree, right? I have great minds with me, but even a great mind requires practice, isn't it? So I remember, let's take an example of a sports athletes, right? So if I remember the example correctly, the person, I forgot his name, who runs very fast. So he did the practice for 20 years for covering that racing track in just or less than a minute, right? So basically it is a practice, right? So which, yeah, thank you, Usain Bolt. Yeah, thank you. So Usain Bolt, right? So it takes years of practice to master something. So if your perspective is, let's say, you have done the session and now you're not able to do it, I think you're taking it negatively, right? So that is not the way, right? So you have done the session and you're not able to do it, that is a negative approach, right? So don't go that way. Okay. Sorry. If I tell you about my history, right, when I was doing my engineering, you know, many years back, right? So basically, what I used to do is, at my time, how I used to practice, right? I just want to share some of the experiences, basically, like how I used to practice. I used to, let's say, I learned loop in today's session, let's say. So, like generally, when you learn, when you are in academics, you don't go through the crash courses, so you learn some one or two topics a day. So I used to come back to my house, and I used to, let's say I learned loop today in the classroom. So I used to come back to my house, and then I used to open my system. That was a P364 MB system, right? And I used to practice loops rigorously, right? Rigorously. So when I say rigorously, what does it mean? I used to create a folder, and then like it's like like program1.java, program2.java, program3.java, and so on, so on, so on. So I used to practice till the time till the time I'm comfortable that for a loop I can, let's take example of a for loop. Let's say I can control initialization, termination, increment, and decrement. Until and unless if I'm not comfortable with all the three sections, initialization, termination, and increment, decrement, like I want to manipulate according to my own will. So I want to be as flexible as possible, right? So till the time I used to repeatedly practice it, using various scenarios, various situations. I used to do experiments a lot, right? I used to do a lot of experiments. Okay, so like if we do this, so like what will happen if we do this, what will happen? So experiments are something which teaches you more than more than a classroom, right? Yeah, so that's how I used to practice. Yes, I don't practice that much. I don't, like, it is now 50%. But still I try, right, to maximize as much as I can. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, so let me share the that was something I wanted to share with all of you guys, right? Okay. Tapas, yes, it is going to be useful if you're in today's session, right? Definitely it is going to be useful. All right. So let me share the agenda today, guys. Once again, my name is Rajan Chetri here, and today's agenda is, like the Python programming walkthrough that I have already done with all of you, right? And in today's session, like I am into the coding battleground, right? So basically, it is a coding battleground. in which you all will be participating, everyone, right? So everyone, all of you will be participating in this coding battleground. So in this coding battleground, I will be presenting and discussing some of the situations here, right? And sorry, as per the situation, you you guys are supposed to provide me the solution. Apart from that, I'll be coordinating it. I'll be coordinating, parallelly with all of you. So, like in today's session, we'll be doing guess the number game. So what that is, I'll be explaining you, and then we'll be playing rock paper scissor, right? So in case if you are not aware of what rock paper scissor is, I'll be explaining. But if you can Google it, it will be a great help. Then we'll be, we'll be learning about the GUI automation using the Python library called PyAuto GUI, right? So what that is and what GUI automation is, I'll be discussing with all of you guys. Okay, so what is the agenda here? Yeah, yes. So all of you are supposed to do the coding today, right? And I'll be providing you the situations, and you are supposed to participate. So today's session is on coding battleground, right? And you guys are supposed to participate. Only if you participate in today's session, then only it will be a successful session, right? From both the ends, right? So it is not a session which I'll be delivering. It is a session which will be a coordinated session between me and you guys. Okay, so here we'll be doing some fun programming with Python, and you will be cracking those programs. So if you find difficulty somewhere, I'll be helping you in how to crack those programs. So let us start with the programming demonstration, the Python demonstration. So here, everyone, I'm going to take a pause of, let's say, a max of 1 minute or 1.5 minutes, everyone, right? And I want you to set up your system, right? Just start PyCharm, Anaconda, Jupyter, whatever it is, right? So start it, yeah, in your local system. In case if you don't have uh, in case if you don't have the Python environment in your system, what you can do is you can search for online node Jupyter notebook, right? So basically, even if still if you don't have a this notebook, so you can simply try this, right? Try classic notebook from here. So like this is the online notebook available for the practice purpose. Okay, so I'm taking a pause of 1 minute here, and after 1 minute we'll be starting with the fun with Python programming, and I'll be presenting with the challenges, and I want all of you to be ready with that. Here, pausing for 1 minute, everyone, and I'll get back after a minute, right? So once you're done with the system setup, just respond to me with all set, right? Just respond me all set. All right. So Ashish, like, what was your concern, Ashish? Vishnu, don't worry. I'll just take care of everything. Sakshi, you can click on verify tab anytime. Yeah, Ravikant, I'll definitely take care of that. Okay. Yeah. All right, guys. So here the fun starts here, everyone, and I believe most of the learners are all set here, right? Okay, with the assumption that the learners are ready, right? So here, the very first program that we are doing here is guess the number, right? Okay. So basically, what needs to be done in this program? I'll be sharing with all of you guys. All right. So what is guess the number here? All right. So here it is. And guess the number program. So the program is guess the number, right? So in this program, what we'll be doing here, first of all, we'll be asking the user to, to enter his name, right? So accept name from user, right? So here I'm telling you the story and you have to convert this story into code, right? So guess the number, this is the program, okay, right? And first accept the name from the user, right? And then generate a random number, generate a random number, right? So the random number will be between 1 and 20, right? So guess the number is the program, accept the name from the user, generate a random number. The number will be between 1 and 20. Now once you are able to generate the random number, then run a loop, run a loop, right? And this loop will provide or give 6 attempts to the user, right, to enter the number. Ask the user, ask the user to enter a number, right? Okay. All right. Yeah. So everyone, yeah. So this is the scenario here, right? Accept the name, generate a random number, run a loop, right? And this will give 6 attempts to the learner and ask the user to enter a number, right? So here, the scenario is, all right. The scenario is, okay, if if the user number is greater than the random number, then print a message. Uh, you can print uh, guess is too high, right? If the user number, let's say, if the user number is less than random number, you will print guess is too low, right? Okay. And finally, okay, so if the user number equals to the random number, right? And then you can print, let's say, good job, and the username, and then the username, right? And you can print a message, let's say, uh, good job, username, and then we can print the number matched, let's say. Okay. So here is the scenario, everyone, right? So this is the scenario. Guys, before I proceed further, can I ask the learners, like, are you able to understand the question, right? Okay, I'm repeating myself once again. Are you able to understand the question? Please add a star in your please add a star in your response if you are from the beginner background. Okay, so actually don't worry, I will repeat it for you. Oh, all right. Okay, I request the learners to please take this quick screenshot quickly. Please take the screenshot quickly so that you can refer to it later. I'm repeating the question once again. Those who have understood the question can start coding, and here I'm repeating the question. Okay, so the question is like, okay, so first of all, yeah, all right, let me prepare a stuff for all of you, right? Let me prepare the stuff for all of you. So I'll just solve it partially here, and that's how I'm going to explain. Import random, right? And here I'm going to call, let's say, it can be, let's say, print hello, what's your name? Yeah, so here it is, and then I'm going to accept the user from the like I'm going to accept the name from the user, right? Like this, and then uh, let's say number equals to random dot randit. So this is the function which is used to generate a random number between 1 and 20, right? Okay. Now, okay. So guys, here I have provided you a hint here on how to generate the random number. All right. So here you have to generate a random number. Like here you have to ask the name from the user. You have to generate the name. You have to generate a random number, and then construct a loop. Provide 6 attempts to user for guessing a number, right? Okay. So here you have to yeah. What are yeah, I'm repeating. So like you have to provide 6 attempts to the user, right? Uh, so that user can attempt 6 times if the guess is wrong. Okay, if the guess is wrong, right? If the guess is wrong, then the user can reattempt, right? The user can reattempt. All right. So you have to construct a loop to provide 6 attempts to the user. Okay. Now you have to check. Okay, you have to check if the number matches. Okay, sorry. Accept the number from user if the number matches with the random number. Print hi username. Your guess matched. Let's say. Otherwise, run. Okay, the loop will provide a max of 6 attempts to guess the number. Yeah. So guys, randint is a function which is there in the random module. Okay. So in order to be available for this function, you need to import the random module. Okay. So importing the random module is important because this module contains the randint function for generating the number between 1 and 20. Yeah. Just give me a moment. I'm also providing you the access with the notebook here, everyone. Okay. All right. Got it. All right. Here is the URL to my notebook in case if you want to, read the question uh, from a closer look, so you can read it. Yeah, sure. I'm repeating the question, right? Okay. So here, okay, I'm repeating it for all of you, everyone. Okay. So first of all, you have to accept the name from the user like this. You can see in the line number 5 and 6, I'm asking for the username, right? Then in line number 8, I'm generating a random number here. This is a number. Then, you need to write a loop here, right? This loop will run for 6 times. Okay. Now, this loop will run for the maximum of 6 times, right? And in this loop, you are supposed to ask the user a number. So accept the number from the user. Then you need to compare this number with the generated random number, right? Then whatever the number user enters, you need to compare that with the generated random number. If the number matches, you are supposed to print hi username and your guess matched. Let's say if the number doesn't matches, for which there is a high probability that the number won't match, then your loop will again ask the user to enter a number. If the number matches, then your loop will terminate. If it doesn't matches, your loop will again provide the user with one more attempt, right? So this is how it is going to work. Mukesh, let me know if this works for you. Yes, Varad, it is pretty fine. Hmm. All right, so I've started receiving the responses here. Yes, you can. You're going through the codes, everyone. Great. Yeah. Sumit Agrawal, your code looks very good to me because you also decorated it. Syed, I'm going through your code as well. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So Syed, in your code, the loop doesn't breaks if the number matches. Syed, can you please improve your code? Small Bashir, I'm just trying. Wait, I'm just checking. Monica, okay. Mr. Ninka Reddy, for I plus plus, you can do it like this: I plus equals to 1. Okay. Okay, Syed, great. Thank you very much, Syed. Yes, Shivinder, that's true. Okay, follow me. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so okay. Yes, Anonymous, like you cannot modify. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Great. I can see lots of code, looks good to me. Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, although I can see lots of codings here, but like I cannot quickly assume that all of you have done, right? So here I'm going to, put a time limit on this question here. So, Google. All right. So guys, this time limit will allow us to keep a track of, to keep the session in pace. So this time limit is for the other learners as well, so who are doing it right now, and this will set the level here, right? Okay. So the expected time limit, I believe, should be of 5 minutes max. All right. Okay. So guys, sorry. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Venkat, that's great. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So guys, here is a time limit, everyone, right? So this will help us, to keep the session smooth. So yes, I've got the responses, but not completely. I'm still waiting for the response, everyone. Mm-hmm. Okay, going good. Thank you, everyone, guys. I really appreciate your responses, everyone. Thank you for being so active. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, everyone. Going great. Going great. Yeah, yeah. I'm not able to see the stars in the responses, everyone. Just when I say star, it means the beginner one, right? Himanshu, please type your doubt here, Himanshu. I'll definitely answer you with that. Hmm. Going good. Yeah, going great. Going great. Going great. Okay. Yeah, great. So we have a flag here as well, right? Okay. All right. All right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Azrael, I agree with your code, but you know, you can do the same with using the range function, right? Range is easy to implement, right? So that we can get rid of the counter. Yeah, thank you, Azrael. All right, so the time is about to over, right? So if you need some more time, guys, if there are any learners who need an extra of 1 or 2 minutes, they can let me know, right? If they want to try. Yeah. So guys, we can clear the responses, everyone, right? I think all the responses are right. So I'll just do it quickly for all of you, right? Okay. So for x for attempt in range 6, okay, 5, let's say, right? Okay. So it's going to be like input, okay. Uh, user guess, okay. User guess equals to so it can be a number, right? I'll just call it guess. Let's say input and input. Uh, take a guess. All right. So if guess equals to, let's say, number, print array uh, my name, guess matched, and then terminate the loop, right? Okay. Sorry. There is some problem with the indent here, isn't it? Just give me a moment, guys. Right. Okay. Just give me a moment, right? There's a problem with the indent. Okay. Import random. Okay. And enter array. My name equals to input, enter your name, right? Number equals to random dot rand int 1 comma 20, right? So for attempt in range 5, uh, guess equals to input int input enter your, or let's say take a guess. All right. So if guess equals to number, right? If the guess matches with the number, right? So you can see here. Look at the construction, everyone, right? So in case if there is someone, yeah, I'm sorry. So 5 or 6 attempts, right? So I said 6, I believe, right? Yeah. So if you want to, go with the 6 attempts. So if the number entered by user matches with the, the number, right, which is the random number here. So what we'll do here? So print array. It's going to be, let's say, my name, and it's going to, let's say, guess matched, right, like this, and then we'll terminate the loop, right? So we want to terminate the loop, guys. Okay, so because when the guess has matched, sorry, we don't want to run the loop unnecessarily. And then elif guess is greater than number, and guess is too high, else, right? So it's going to be print guess is too low. Print you have run out of attempts. Yeah. So basically, when the guess by the user matches with the random number, like our purpose has solved, right? So when the guess, which is the number entered by user, matches with the random number, our purpose has solved. So we don't want any further, any further, we don't want any further execution, right? So because we have solved the purpose, it has solved the purpose, right? So the number matched, we don't want anything else. Yeah. So it's going to be, let's say, David, take a guess, and 5. Okay, 2 and 5, 7, 6. Oh wow, looks like I win. All right, let's do it one more time. All right, Chris, 9, 1, 3, 5, 3, 6. So you can see here you have run out of attempts. So basically, guys, for this for loop, like for the, like, this might be not known to you, right? In Python we have for else, right? So in Python, like if else, we have heard of if else, right? We have heard of if else, that's true, but for else is also there, right? So this is the else block executes once a loop completes normally, right? So when does else block executes? So it executes on once a loop completes normally, right? So it means that in the for loop, total 6 attempts were taken, or a loop ran 6 times, right? Normally. So when a loop does not terminates abnormally, right? When a loop terminates normally, right? So it has completed all its 6 iterations, then else block executes, right? So in this else block, I'm using this else block to just to tell the user that you have run out of attempts. So how do I know that the user has ran out of attempts? Because this else block will only run when all the 6 iterations are complete without any interruption, right? When all the 6 iterations are complete without any interruption, right? So that's when else executes. Else, yeah, as I said, else is aligned with for, right? This else is aligned with for, right? So in Python we have for else, right? Once again, I'm repeating myself. Else block executes when the loop terminates normally, right? When the loop terminates normally. So what does it mean? It means that user tried all the 6 times but did not succeed, right? So what does it mean? User tried all the 6 times but did not succeed. So else executed. If I execute it, and let's say if let's say if the loop terminates with the break keyword. So although my luck is not supporting me, but if the loop terminates using the break keyword, right? So you will not see that message you have run out of loop, because this message will not be displayed, or else will not execute if the loop terminates abnormally using a keyword like break. Okay, so guys, yeah, can I confirm from the learners, are we clear with this programming demonstrations? Are we able to understand everyone? Yeah, just need your responses, guys, right? So I just just need your responses. You know, Yes. So basically, like I'm trying my best to convert the human nerves into the nerves of steel, right? All right. So let's try to convert. Yeah, great. Okay, so I'm committing this notebook, right? So the so the notebook is committed, and you have the code with all of you. Yeah. Okay. So guys, now I'm proceeding with my second demonstration. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Surely I will explain you the for else loop. Okay. Look at this. Okay. Look at this example. Understanding for else loop. Right. Yeah. Look at this. For high in high in range 5. All right. And let's say hi, good morning, let's say, or good evening, right? Else, okay, print, okay, time to say goodbye, right? Okay, look at this. Yeah, so you can see that once the loop terminates normally, you know, yeah, so basically, you see the else block, okay? So let's say if high equals to, let's say, 3, break. Look at this. Look at this. So when the high was 3, the loop terminated, right? But when loop terminated, it did not execute else block, right? So when the loop terminated abnormally, when the loop terminates abnormally, right? When the loop terminates abnormally using a keyword like break, so then else block does not execute. Else block does not execute. Else block executes only if the loop completes its all iterations. Else block executes only if the loop completes its iteration and terminates without any interruptions. Yeah. What are the, a rand int is a function which is used to generate a random number. Okay. Now this randint function is within the random module. Okay, look at this. Now, in order to use randint function, I need to import the random module first. Otherwise, I won't be able to uh, use it, right? I won't be able to use it. That is the reason. Okay. So, Smita, your Jupyter notebook frequently hangs in the square against the cell that shows line number, shows star derived. Yeah. Smita, like for the quicker solution, Smita, there can be n number of reasons. So as a quicker solution, I request you to please switch to Spider, right, or the online IDE, any of the IDE, right? And I suggest that instead of Jupyter, if you can switch yourself to the PyCharm, right? Just stick to PyCharm. PyCharm is something which will be easier and convenient for you, and will be used forever for your Python programming needs. Yeah. Okay, Shivinder, here is the URL of the notebook, Shivinder. Yeah, Subrata, Subrata, so it is like, sorry, it is like from box, uh, take out, let's say, jar. So when you say from import, uh, from import, so from random, what I'm doing, from random import random. So what I'm doing here, so basically, like, it's like from the random module, I'm extracting the random function, right? It's like that. Okay. No, Kunal, only for. Yeah. Aditya, definitely I would like to explain the difference between for else and else if here. But before I explain you the difference, let me, throw or let me present serve you with the second challenge here. So, in the meanwhile, while the other learners are solving the challenge, I'll be coming back to the Q&A for your answers. Okay. Okay. So, yeah. So the upgrade, Sumit, can you please remove the Q&A except the questions, right? Yeah. Okay. So guys, first of all, here we are going to play another game here, which is called Rock, Paper, Scissor, right? Okay. I'm also not very good with this game, but let's try. All right. A rock, paper, scissor. Sorry. Okay. So this is the game that we'll be playing here, everyone. And we are going to play this game in stages, right? Everyone, right? Listen to me carefully. This is going to be a very little lengthy program. So we are going to play this game in the stages. So please listen to the requirements here. And as per the requirements, you can start the coding. Okay. Do not start the coding without properly listening to the requirements. Okay. So here, I'm also, uh, you know, uh, I'm starting with the explanation. I request all of you to please, give me the attention, right? Okay. So here we are playing a game called rock, paper, scissors. Okay. So, okay. So what we'll do here, I'm going to give you a hint here, right? Rock, paper, scissor. So is there any, so all of you know how to play this game, everyone? Do I need to tell you the conditions? Okay. So in this game, basically, there are two persons, let's say, right? And what a super art it is, right? I'm really bad at drawing since childhood. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, Del. So there will be two people, right? A and B, right? And they will choose any of the option from this, right? So it is like one will choose either rock, paper, scissors, and another will choose rock, paper, scissors, right? So this is the game which is played between the two people, right? So here, let's say if the rock chooses uh, uh, if the A chooses rock, okay. So if the A chooses rock, I'm going to keep it simple for all of you. Okay, if the A chooses rock, and then the B chooses, let's say, scissor, right? Okay. So who wins, right? So does rock wins over scissor, or does scissor wins over rock? Anyone? Yeah, the rock wins. Yeah, winner. Yeah, that's true, right? Okay, let's do it one more time here, right? I'm going to give you the conditions here. Let's say if A chooses paper and B chooses, let's say, rock. This is the game, right? This is the rule, right? Rock wins over scissor, right? Paper wins over rock. All right. So I think I must write it, right? So this might confuse all of you. So I'm not going with this approach, right? Okay. So here, rock wins over scissor, right? Okay. Now paper wins over rock. right? And scissor wins over paper. Yeah, thank you, Del. Right? Okay. So you have the winning situations here, right? So the winning situations, right? Okay. Uh, yeah, the winning situations, right? So so here is the scenario, guys. Rock always wins over scissor. So scissor doesn't wins over rock, right? So paper wins over rock, and scissor also wins over paper, right? Okay. And if both select the same, let's say if the choice is same, right? If the choice is same, then we'll say tie, right? Then we'll say tie, everyone, right? Okay. Yeah, thank you, Prashant Das, for the response. Okay. So guys, how you're going to do it, right? So I want to give you a hint here, everyone, right? How you're going to do it. Everyone, listen to me carefully, okay? Everyone, I'm repeating myself. How you're going to do it, I'm going to give you a hint, right? So this will help you, solve this question. So what you're going to do is, first of all, you are okay, listen to me carefully, everyone. Okay, I'm repeating myself, listen to me carefully. First of all, you're going to ask the user to type the responses, right? So you're going to ask the user to enter something called, let's say, rock for rock for R, paper for, let's say, P, and scissor for, let's say, I'm sorry, or Q for quitting. Okay, so you're going to ask the user for these inputs. So you are saying, hey user, please enter your input. So user may enter R for rock, P for paper, S for scissor, or Q for quitting the game, right? Now what you're going to do is, once you have accepted the user input, then you're going to generate a random number, right? Then after that, you're going to generate a random number. Now this random number will simulate the computer choice, right? This random number will simulate a computer choice. So let's say the random number generated will be between 1 and 3. Okay. So the random number which will be generated will be between 1 and 3, right? So here you will create a variable called, let's say, computer choice. Let's say computer choice. I hate you. Yeah, the writing is very poor. So yeah, so you will create a variable called computer choice, and based on the random number, right? If the number is, let's say, if the number is, let's say, 1, you will set the value of this variable to, let's say, paper. If the value is equals to 2 of random number, you will set the value to, let's say, rock or whatever, right? Similarly, if the value is 3, you will set it to scissor, right? And then, so user input, you will compare the user input, rock, paper, scissor, whatever user has entered, with the computer choice, which is a simulation, right? Which we have generated using a random number, based on random number. Whether if it is 1, it will be, let's say, paper. If it is 2, let's say, rock. And if it is 3, scissor. And then you will do the comparison, right? And then you will do the comparison. Hmm. Guys, can I ask you, right? Are you able to understand, right? Are we clear about how this program is going to be done? Yeah, yeah. Don't worry. I'm coming back. Coming back. Coming back. Yeah, everyone. Quickly, guys, quickly, right? So, yeah, needy responses, everyone. Okay. Yeah. So Sumit, I request you, right? Please remove only those options which say yes, right? And do not remove those responses which say no. So I want to, personally, once again, I want to, address the learners who are not able to understand the logic or the algorithm. Okay, do not do not remove the no responses. All right. So we have some no responses here, right? Okay. Yeah, I will just repeat everyone, right? Okay. The answer would be like whether you win or you lose or tie. The expected answer is like you win, you lose, you tie. Okay. Yeah. Karan Bhatia, definitely I'll help you, right? Yeah. So everyone, I'm going to explain you like I have never explained it to you. All right, let's do it one more time, okay? Okay. So this time I'm going to, give you some extended time to solve this. All right. So, guys, so first of all, we must be clear about this game conditions here, right? So like these are the game conditions, right? Rock wins over scissor, right? Rock. So there are two players, there are two people who are choosing one of the choice, either rock or paper or scissor. So rock wins over scissor, paper wins over rock, and scissor wins over paper. Now the reverse would be loser, right? Will be a loss of the the choice, right? So if rock wins over scissor, so scissor will not win over rock, right? Okay, so this is the condition. So everyone, just make sure that you understand the condition first of all. Now I'm going to give you time for understanding the condition. So let's keep it aside. So how this program is going to run? So step one, ask the user for choice, right? Ask the user for choice. The choice that user can make is rock, paper, scissor, rock, paper, scissor, or quit. Look at this. Then you will be storing it in a variable called, let's say, user choice. Okay. Then whatever the user enters, let's say you will store it in a variable called user choice, isn't it? Then user has made its choice. Now the second chance is of computer, right? So the first user has made the choice and the choice is in u choice. Now the computer will make the choice. The question is how the computer will make the choice. In order to enable this computer simulation, what we'll do here, right? We will generate, okay, step 2, step 2, right? So for computer simulation, right, do not take it very heavily, it is just a lightly term, right? For computer simulation, we will generate a number, we will generate a number, right, between 1 and 3, right? We'll generate a random number between 1 and 3, and let's say that number is here in rand. Okay, that number is here. Now this is a computer simulation. So what we'll do here, let's say we'll apply a condition here. If if the rand is 1, then the computer choice, right? The computer choice is, let's say, rock. So you can, okay, please try to feel here, right? So whatever random number has been generated, so if the random number which is generated is 1, we are creating another variable called computer choice, C choice, right? And we are assigning it R, which means rock. So here, one choice we have in user choice and one is computer choice. All right. And now, similarly, what we'll do, if the random number which is generated is 2, then the computer choice will be, let's say, paper. Similarly, if the random number which is generated is 3, then the computer choice would be, guys, can you help me what it would be? Uh, the learners, can you help me with that? Yeah, Caesar. Caesar. No, Kushagra, we will not need the fourth random number because computer will not quit, right? We want to quit. Thank you, Shakti. All right. Now, after we have applied this logic, what we will do, we will apply a condition like this. If the user choice, let's say equals to rock, and let's say computer choice equals to, let's say, Caesar. So it will print you win. Look at this condition, everyone, right? So if the user choice is rock and the computer choice is Caesar, then it will print you win. In the similar fashion, all other conditions would be applied, right? In the similar fashion, all the other conditions would be applied for the winning or losing. Yeah. So now, I hope that the learners have understood the questions here. Now I'm going through the Q&A to answer the doubts here. Okay. So, Mr. Anonymous attending, the error you have sent me in line number 16 is occurring because the variable that you have chosen, guess number less than number, right? The variable is guess number. That variable is of string type. So when you were accepting the input in the guess number, you forgot to convert it into integer, right? So please add an expression of converting the input into integer while you are taking the guess number input, right? Please do that. Mm-hmm. Yes, Anonymous, that's true. Yes, Anonymous, we can put 1 and 7. That will go till 6 times. Warad, you're asking me about the import. Yes, we need to import the random module whenever we want to call the rand int function, right? We need to import. Biswajit, no, it doesn't generate numbers based on the uniform distribution. It is just a random algorithm which is going on internally.
Uh, yeah, hi Rajan. Sorry to
Yeah,
interrupt.
hi. No
So
issues.
yeah, can you share the link again? So there was so many questions I got for asking you for your link. So can you just
Okay.
like
Let me
maybe you can
verify
just
whether this link is working or not.
no, it is not working. That's why there were so many questions.
Oh, it has stopped working actually. So just give me a moment. Here it is. Copy link address. Looks like this link expires after some 15 minutes or so. Looks good to me. All right. So here is the link, everyone. Vrinda Joshi, I really like your programming, but this programming is using the traditional style of coding like nested if. What if you can use the logical operators? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jasmine Bol, you have done an excellent job, Jasmine Bol. Yeah, Vijay Krishna, going through your code. In the meantime, I'm going to give it a limit here. Okay. Okay. So okay, so we'll wait. Yeah, no limits, everyone. Right? No limits. Just do it calmly, right? So I'm just waiting. Hmm. Vijay Krishna, in your code, if the user chooses Caesar and the computer choice is rock, then also the user loses, right? Although your code is completely right, uh, just it is missing a single condition which can be added by you, so not an issue, Vijay Krishna. Job well done. Himanshu, the condition for tie would be if the computer choice and the user choice matches, right? For example, if the choice of the user is, let's say, rock, and the computer is also rock, then it is a tie. Anonymous attendee, please do not use the ampersand operator for for the conditions here, for the logical condition, the ampersand or the pipe symbol for and or. Mr. Anonymous, please use A and D for and OR for or, right? So you use the English words here for the logical operators comparison, right? A and D and OR or. Try that, please. Hmm. Hmm. Mr. Kumar Sambhavan, I'm going through your code. Looks good. Let us check. Yeah, Mr. Kumar Sambhavan, looks the code looks good to me. All right. Sorry, sorry. Hmm. All right. Okay. Mr. Musaffar, thank you very much for your code. I'm just going through it. Yeah, looks good to me, Mr. Musaffar. All right, Bhuvan. Bhuvan, in the Q&A window, the codes are being sent. Utkarsh. Yeah, I can see lots of code here, everyone, right? Yeah, Azrael, your code also looks good to me. Yeah, lots of conditions here. Great, great. Yeah, Kushagra, you can send me in the in the partitions. Brijesh, um, yeah, looks good to me. Looks good to me. All right. Guys, basically what I'm doing here, I am sending you the extended version of this rock paper scissors game, everyone, right? So we will be discussing that code in just few minutes, right? And before I discuss my code with all of you, I'm going to provide you with my own logic exactly, how I have solved this question. The most of the questions which with the most of the responses which I'm getting here are actually right? I'm really happy to see that, but it is not the complete case, right? So I need to take care of the other learners who are the beginners here, right? So basically, see everyone, once again I'm saying, guys, see, do not take this negatively in case if you're finding it difficult. Reason, because it takes time to develop these logics, right? So I'm very much sure, right? Basically, the more you spend time with these programming practices, the more quicker you can solve the challenges, right? So please do not take this as a negative thing that I'm not able to solve it. So it is a natural thing. So basically what is happening here, by by adding you into this coding drill, I want to sharpen and polish your ability of understanding the code, and to make you aware of the various situations and the various conditions we can use in the codes, right? So basically it is something which is going good and it will sharpen, right, your skills. You will definitely see the results in your skills after you have completed the session, after you have reviewed the code and you have practiced the code. You will definitely see the results. So the results are expected once you get through all of the session here, right? So please keep going and keep going, right? Just keep going, involve yourself, drill yourself, right? Just jump into it and just keep studying, right? So this is the solution here, right? And if you're finding it difficult, you are going on the right track. Believe me, you're going on the right track. All right. So guys, here I have a code with me, everyone, and I am going to, I have committed the notebook here, and this code is with all of you. I'm going to take a pause of here, let's say 2 minutes or 3 minutes or 5 minutes, right? I'll be, interacting with the Q&A here. Meanwhile, the learners who are, are still working on the program can look at the logic here, right? Can look at the logic here and can go through it. I will be also going through it and we will discuss it all together. But for the purpose here, let me show you the output first of all, right? Okay, everyone. Yeah. So can I have your attention, everyone? Right? Can I have your attention? Yeah. So look at the game here, rock, paper, scissors. So in this game, basically, it also tracks of, how many wins you have done, like how many wins you have achieved, how many losses are there, and how many ties are there. So it is a infinitely running loop here. So you will keep on playing, right? You will keep on playing because there is a infinite loop, right? So it is asking you for the move here. So I say, let's say rock. So rock versus computer choice was paper, and I lose because computer chose paper, right? The generated random number was equivalent of paper, so that's why I'm losing. So the increment, there is a counter for loss which incremented, right? So there is a counter for the loss which incremented. Now let's do it one more time. I'll choose rock once again. Oh, the computer chose paper one more time. I hate you, computer. All right, so this time rock. So it is a tie. I'll do rock once again. So this time the computer chose scissor and I win once. So you can see here, there is a statistics which is being maintained here. One win, 2 losses and 1 tie, right? So how this is working, I've committed the notebook and I request all of you to please go through the code, and I'll be sharing everything. Let me restart the kernel. Mudit, no, Mudit, this is basically, how these are the operators of Python only, right? So precedence works the equal way. Precedence is equal with every operator, so there is no change. Yeah, I'm just sharing it with all of you. So guys, the reason why I did not create the stuff for it, because the extended one was little complicated to handle, right? The reason why I did not start it with a basic input is because the this one is little extended one, and I wanted all of you to prepare the the minor version of this demonstration. Okay, so I wanted to extend this later, but I found that many of you are able to do, but some of the learners were not able. So I wanted to share the logic with all of you. We will discuss it. Okay. Okay, short URL. Yeah. Sumit, isn't there any way so that we can fix this with the learners? Yeah, notebook URL, everyone. Yeah, hi Thila. All right, great. Yeah, looks good. Looks good. Yeah, Lata, I've shared the link. So it's like E. Yeah, UI. All right. All right. So guys, I hope you've taken the notebook URL. Hey Himanshu. How to help you with that? So Himanshu, just give me a moment. If this code fits here, just let me know if you got the complete code, Himanshu. I'll send you the response. Yeah, Vishnu, I will share here. So Vishnu, I've sent you. Like, I think this is not available publicly, I think. Yeah, Shireen, I'm just sending it with you. Sakshi sent you. Anonymous, I've sent you. Please open the URL. Shikha, I've sent you once again. Uh, Avinash, just do. So you should not get any error, right? Because sys is imported here. Avinash, look at this thing. Is it there? Yeah, just sharing. Lata can. Okay. Yeah, shared. Yeah. Thank you, Thila, for the response. Yeah, Sumit, can you please clear all the responses now? I think I've answered and resolved probably. Yeah, thank you, Sumit. Yeah, sure, Jay Thakur. So here's the link. Yeah, Sunil, sysexit, probably it will work in the terminal, right? So just you can say you can use the break keyword there, or just remove the sysexit, right? In that case, Shikha not opening, is it? All right. Looks like there's some trouble with the. Okay, so I'll just do one thing here. Google URL. All right. Okay, Lata, trying. Let's try Bitly. Something went wrong. All right, so I'm sending you the whole link here, right? Okay. Sys is a module, right? Okay. So Lata, I've sent you the full URL to you, right? Okay. Okay. Yeah, Manoj, I've sent you the link here manually. Okay. Okay, Himanshu, I've sent you the link. Just let me know if this works. Subrata, just avoid that condition, Q condition, right? Just ignore that condition as of now. Just use the break keyword there. Yeah, Himanshu, I've sent you the link. Just let me know if this opens. Yeah, Srijan, I've sent you the full URL. Yeah, Shekha, I've sent you the full URL. Yeah, Jay Thakur, I've sent you the full URL. Yeah, Yashunath, I've sent you the full URL. Yeah, Ravikant, yes, definitely I can help you, with the performance improvement. Now, Ravikant, first of all, let us understand the reality. Sorry. The reality is, yeah, Sumit, are you there?
Yes, Rajan. Yes.
Sumit, I need to provide this URL to the learners. Can you help me with this? How can I provide
So
this?
Rajan, please try tinyurl.com.
All right. Okay. All right. So looks like here it is, isn't it?
No, Rajan, you can even change these numbers. So go back, and
Yeah,
here you can
I'll just use.
put your manual.
All right.
So put it like a particular.
Okay. Your domain bank, is it?
So keep it small letters only.
All right.
Uh,
Uh, okay. So what to do?
Try something else maybe.
Okay. So all right, Pika. All right, let's try this. Let me
No,
do.
Rajan, use your
Yeah.
original link. You are using a tiny URL link.
Okay.
First, use your original link.
Yeah. Sure. So it's going to be, let's say, a brand lab. Okay. So let's do this. Yeah. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for that lovely intro attention. Okay. All right. So here it is proudly presenting. All right. So that is just fun, right? All right, guys. So please quickly, you know, uh, you have the URL with you. All right. Thank you, Sumit. Thank you for that lovely support, Sumit. Yeah. So guys, going through the Q&A here, everyone. Yeah. So Ravikant, we were talking about the performance improvement here. So Ravikant, first of all, let us understand the reality that the fundamental basic data structures of Python, such as list, tuple, and what dictionary, they are really memory eaters and CPU eaters, right? So these data structures eat a lot of CPU and a lot of RAM. In real time processing or in real time data processing, we never ever use these data structures for the huge data set processing, right? So instead of these data structures, what we use is the performance based optimized data structures, which are made available to us in the library called NumPy. NumPy is the foundation and is the rock solid foundation of data structures, which is used in even higher level libraries such as pandas or TensorFlow or scikit-learn. So for improving the performance, we need to change two things: one, the algorithm; two, the data structures. So performance of the code can be improved by using these two things, right? So at this kind of at this current level, we can only optimize the algorithms. Data structures are really poor until unless you learn NumPy. So once you learn NumPy, then focus on what algorithm you're using and sorry, what data structure you're using. I'll provide you with one more demonstration of algorithms here, right? Okay. Sorting animation, right? Okay, so this is something that I will show you, Ravikant. So okay, look at this sorting algorithm, and okay, look at this animation, right? Now okay, look at this data, right? Let's say these are some set of numbers, random numbers, some set of numbers which are nearly sorted, some set of numbers which are reversed, and some few unique numbers which are supposed to be sorted. And here we have sorting algorithms. So these are the data types, Ravikant, and these are sorting algorithms. Now, if you look at this bubble sort here, if I'm running this bubble sort, look at this bubble sort here, right? So this bubble sort can quickly sort nearly sorted data, right? So you can use a bubble sort for quickly sorting the data which has got the nature of nearly sorted. So if you use bubble sort for any other data type, let's say if I use bubble sort for sorting this few unique data, so it takes a hell lot of time, to compute that kind of data. So the algorithm, first of all, the algorithm that we already have, plus the kind of data we have, right? So there is a relation, right? There is a correlation between kind of data you deal with and the algorithms you have, right? So as per the nature of the data, you have to choose the right algorithm. So this is how you can optimize the performance of your code, right, along with the best possible data structures, right? So I hope this satisfies your question, Ravikant. So in case if you have any other doubt, please let me know. Anonymous, basically you can definitely connect with me via Upgrad, and for doubts, right? And like I'm always available. And apart from me, Anonymous, there is a huge team, right, which is sitting out there just to help the learners like you, right? So there's a discussion forum, there's a coding console, there's a huge team of student mentors, there is a huge team of subject matter experts which are sitting out there, helping you know hundreds of learners every day, right? So you will get ample support for you. Del, %s is for variable. %s means string variable, right? It's just a placeholder. It is just a placeholder uh, for string variable. Del. Yeah, Darsh, thank you very much for that. For that suggestion. I think that is the beautiful suggestion, Darsh. Yeah, Ravikant, I think there is a function called ignore case, right? I'm not. It's not like sticking, right? It's not kicking my mind right now. I'll just recall it. There's a function for it. Yeah, I am Ahmed. Definitely, I will explain you, Ahmed. Just give me some 5 minutes or so. I'm coming to that, right? Okay. Anonymous, just correct the indentation, right? Correct the indentation. That is why you're getting the break error, right? Gaurav Rajdhar, see, when somebody says I find myself, or when somebody says like there is a trouble with something, Rajdhar, believe me, uh, there's nothing like that, right? I think if I look at my state right now, if I talk about myself, Gaurav, if I find something difficult, let's say, right? I agree that something is difficult, but if I am if I have that fire in me, and if I have that passion for that particular thing, so if I have the willpower for that particular thing, with the continuous practice and continuous involvement in that particular subject, I can master that subject. And believe me, this is true. But there is a condition, and the condition is that you need to be involved with your challenge, right? You need to just drown yourself, right? You have to drown yourself in the challenge, and then once you go through with that phase of learning, you will definitely uh, you'll definitely come out of that phase, right? So it is just that, just spend time with that, and for spending time, you need to have that willpower in you, right? So that is my response to you. Yeah, there is a shortcut for yeah, there is a shortcut for auto indentation, I believe, right? So look at this. Can you see this, right? Okay, can you see that, right? So how I'm doing this, so it is like this: control plus or this one, right? Okay, so press either of the keys, right? So it will help you indenting the code. Yeah, thank you, Gaurav. All right, so guys, let us understand the code here, everyone, right? So are we ready for the coding, guys, right? Are we ready for the discussion, everyone? Yeah. Kumar Sambhavan, yes, I think I remember one of the website for for solving the question. I think there were some 900 questions over there. So Kumar Sambhavan, just give me some time. I'm just recalling, right? Okay. Yeah. So guys, let's go through the code here, everyone, right? Okay. So let us start. All right. So guys, here we are importing two modules here, random and sys. Random is a module which will provide us the function for for generating the random number, which is rand int, and sys is a module which will provide us the function called sys.exit for quitting the program. Okay, so that's why we are importing these two modules. So first of all, it will print rock paper scissors. I think it's very easy to guess. So here there are three variables here. What these three variables are? These three variables are the trackers. Yes, you heard me right. Trackers, right? So these are trackers, right? So basically, whenever I win, the win plus plus. Whenever I lose, the lose plus plus. Whenever there is a tie, so it is going to be tie plus plus, right? So please understand the context of the variable, right? So why we are using these variables. Then this is an infinite loop, right? So this is called infinite loop, guys. Okay, infinite. So what a programmer wants? A programmer wants the user to play game forever, right? Okay, without sleeping, without food, without eating, right? Without going on a job, right? So what the programmer wants, he wants to play the user the game infinitely. So this is infinite loop. Now this is a printing expression here, so you can call it string formatting as well, right? So string formatting, right? So basically what the string formatting is, this is like this is the You can say this is the variable holder, right? Variable holder. So what does it means? Wins will be assigned here, losses will be assigned here, and ties will be assigned here, right? So these are called holders, like place holders, right? Like that. So percent %s is for string actually, right? For string percent %s. So you can call it a string, you can call it as a string formatting, right? So instead of using the plus or comma, I'm using the percent symbols here. All right. Now there is one more loop here, right? One more loop. So yeah, the player input loop, right? So how this is working, I'll just explain you in a while. So this will print a message to the user, right? Okay, let's simulate this thing. Okay, let's simulate. So this will print a message to the user. So enter your move. So it will be, let's say, R for rock, and P for paper, and S for scissor, and Q for quit. So here, player move will accept the input from user. There is a variable called player move, and if I enter Q, let's say if I enter Q, so the value of, I'm assuming that the value which is entered by the user is Q. So in the next line, this condition is true. So in this condition, the program will terminate, right? In this condition, the program will terminate because of sys.exit. But let's say if I enter either R or P, paper, or S, that is for scissor, so this condition becomes true. If I enter any of the choice, if I enter any of the choice, let's say if I enter R or P or S, this loop, okay, break. So this loop terminates, right? So this loop terminates. So what does it mean? Why this while loop is given there? If the user enters, let's say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L. If the user enters these alphabets, this loop will keep on asking the input, right? This loop will keep on asking the input if the user enters the alphabets other than R, P, S, Q, rock, paper, scissor, or quit, right? So that is why this loop is there. Now, assuming that I have entered R, okay, for the better understanding, let us assume that I entered R in the player move. So the value of player move is R, which is rock. Now this condition becomes true, and this will terminate this while loop here, and it will move here. Yeah. So this loop is terminated, and I will move here. Now, this first if condition is true as per my current input. So my current input is R. So this condition is true if player move is R. So it will print rock versus. Now all these conditions will be skipped because if is true. Sorry, all these conditions will be skipped because if is true. Now I will proceed further here for the computer simulation, right? Now here in this computer simulation, the number, a random number will be generated. So let us assume that the random number which is generated is 2. So this is what we are doing for better understanding. So let us assume that the number which is generated is 2. So the random number is 2. So if random number 1, condition false. If random number 2, condition true, because we assume that the number is 2. So here this condition becomes true, and the variable computer move becomes P. So here there is a variable called computer move which is set to P, right? Why it is set to P? Because we assume that the random number which is generated is 2. Now this condition is skipped. Now before I start from here, can I ask the learners, are we clear till here, everyone? Are we clear till here? Nishant, we use double equals to for comparison. For comparison. Great. Okay. Can you tell me what is the value of computer move and what is the value of player move? What is the value of computer move and what is the value of player move? Everyone? Yeah, RNP. RNP. Great. 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 Now look here. So the value of computer move is P and player move is R. If the move of player and computer matches, if the move of player and computer matches, so it will print it is a tie, and it will increment the tie counter, right? So if the move of computer and player matches, it will print it is a tie, and the tie will increment. Let us look at this condition. If the player move is R, the condition is true. The condition is true, right? The player move is R. And if the computer move is S, no, computer move is not S. Computer move is P, paper. So this elif is false. This is false. We'll move to this condition here. We'll check this condition. If player move is P, condition is false. It is false. So we'll move here. If player move is S, condition is false. We'll move further. If player move is R, condition is true. And if computer move is P, this is also true. So we will enter the condition. It will print you lose. And the increment will happen here in the losses counter. So loses plus equals to 1 means this becomes 1 from 0. Now all the other conditions will be skipped, and this external loop will keep on running, right? And then it will ask once again for the inputs. Yeah. So yeah, so now guys, that was the explanation from my side. Now I'm going through the Q&A here, everyone. Yeah, Sumit, can you please remove the yes, okay kind of responses? Yes, Subrata, we can use curly brackets as well. That is completely a choice if you want to go for with the percent s or curly brackets, right? Yeah. Del, while true basically means that it is an infinite loop. It will run forever. Pooja, percent s basically means that it is a variable placeholder. It will convert any variable into a string form, and it will place that variable wherever the percent s is mentioned. It works exactly like curly brackets and the format function. All right. Gaurav, you will get the default warning by default here. Nishan, we use double equals to for comparison, right? So it is like if apple equals to cherry, so it is false, right? If apple equals to apple, so it is true, right? This is how we use it. Kumar Sambhavan, in this scenario, we do not require the else condition. That's why we have not used it. Okay. Akhilendra, The quit is basically when the user, when the move of the player is Q. When the user enters the queue, it will exit. So you can see here system.exit, right? Means it has exited. Yeah, Anshuman, I'm coming to your question, right? Okay. Vijay Krishna, for dealing with the invalid input, you can use the if-else conditions, right? The conditions. It is by default there, Himanshu. Sumant, if your code is not entering in the second if loop, mm, please print the variables, right? Before the if condition, please print the variables. Just do the display of the variables to check what values are getting generated. Himanshu, I think you must upgrade your Jupyter in that case. Yeah, Anilan, why the reason for breaking out of the loop so that why I'm breaking the loop here? This loop because I need to move further after the right entries, right? So this loop will only break when there is a proper entry of the player move. So because because I've got the proper entries, that is why I need to move further so that these conditions can check the entries by the user. Yeah, Anshuman, why we are using random number here? So basically, first of all, Anshuman, you can see that this randint function is designed to generate the number between 1 and 3. And there are three options: rock, paper, and Caesar. So basically, what is happening here? So whatsoever is generated will be the number between 1 and 3. So here 1 is for rock, 2 is for paper, and 3 is for, let's say, Caesar, right? To simulate the computer choice, we are generating a random number so that every time the user plays the game, the computer chooses the different option, right? Like sometimes paper, sometimes scissor, or sometimes rock. So Ketki, no, we will not use a float here, right? Because float will create, probability of many values in that case. Ankit Tiwari, wins plus 1 means we are incrementing the counter, right? For example, let's say, okay, aha count equals to 0. So look at this, right? So laughing, aha count uh, plus equals to plus equals to 1. Okay, let's say, so if I laugh once again, so every time the haha count will increment. Similarly, whenever the user wins, there's a condition which satisfies the winning of the user. The win increments means we are tracking the win of the user. It's a counter kind of thing. Yeah. Sumit Agrawal, you have not mentioned the question here. No, it is not necessary, Pooja. It's not necessary. Akhilendra, as I mentioned, quit is basically, happening whenever the user enters the queue. Yes, Vijaya, I think we can reduce. So, we need to apply different logic there. but probability is there actually, Vijay. Yeah, Sumant, I received your code. Thank you. All right. All right, everyone. So, guys, I think I've handled all of the code Q&A here. Probably some are repeated. So, guys, can I have a confirmation? Can we proceed further? Like, if you've understood the question here for the rock paper scissors game, so can we proceed further with the GUI automation using Pi Auto GUI, right? Can I have a confirmation, everyone? Yeah. Vijay, just give it a try, right? You'll be able to do it. Yeah, Anupam, we can do that, right? So basically, it is the demand of the problem statement, right? So that according to the demand of the problem statement, we are generating the random numbers, right? It's not that we are doing it randomly. Yeah. Okay. So Vijaya, as for your requirement, see, basically, Vijaya, yeah, I'm just doing it quickly here. So Vijaya, this is the forever loop, and here we are printing the total wins, losses, and the ties, right? So this is a loop for the user to enter the input, and here we are asking the user to enter any choice. So it can be rock, paper, scissor in single letters, R, P, or S, right? Or Q. So this is the place where the user will enter R, P, S, or Q, right? Now, if the user enters Q, then the program will exit. Now, if the user enters R, rock, paper, or scissor, then this break will terminate this loop, right? And why this loop is added here? Because every time the user enters alphabets other than these inputs, which I've highlighted here, then this loop will ask once again, right? So it will like, okay, enter the right alphabet, enter the right alphabet, enter the right alphabet repeatedly, right? So it is going to repeatedly ask until unless you enter the right alphabet, right? So among the R, P, S, and Q. So Vijay, this is how it is working. All right. So I'm just going to commit this notebook here, everyone. And here, what we're going to learn is GUI automation using a library called PyAuto GUI, right? So this is a library that we'll be doing here. This is the code. For this library, we'll be doing the coding, right? So basically, what is PyAuto GUI? PyAuto GUI is a library which allows you to control your keyboard and mouse, right? So basically, how it allows us to to control the keyboard and mouse, we'll be seeing that demonstration in programming very soon, right? So before I proceed further, I request all of you if you can do the practicals live, right? So let us start with the installation of PyAuto GUI, right? Okay, so let us start with the installation of PyAuto GUI. So guys, you can do it with me parallelly, right? So you can start installing the PyAuto GUI. So how we do that, right? So first of all, start Anaconda prompt. Yeah, I'm just waiting for all of you guys. Just start Anaconda prompt. Yeah. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, great. Now type here pip install PyAuto GUI. Yeah. Just let me know if you see a success message, right? So it shows you that it is already installed. So you can see here in my system, it says requirement already satisfied, means it is already installed. So is it installed in your system, guys? Can you let me know quickly by typing all set? Mukesh, open the terminal, right? Just write the following command in terminal only. All right. Here is the command, everyone. Kamalini, just try it in command prompt. Yeah. All right. Sorry, guys. Yeah. So, brother. Great. So looks like almost all of you are done. All right. So let us control the keyboard and mouse. Using the PyAuto GUI. So first of all, let us import PyAuto GUI. Right. So this will import the PyAuto GUI library in your system. Right. And first of all, let's get the screen resolution. Current screen resolution. So just let me know what you are getting, right? PyAuto GUI dot size WH. All right. GUI, right? It's not GUL. Mustafa, right? It's GUI. Okay. Can you tell me what is the output you're getting out of this? Are you getting your screen resolution, everyone? So what is the response? Okay, still downloading. Okay, not an issue. Not an issue. I have not even received one response. Okay, got it. So here, yeah, Anaga, I can see. Yeah, okay, good to go. Great, great, excellent, excellent, everyone, excellent. Yeah. So guys, execute this module first of all, right? Just execute this thing, right? Okay, great. So here I'm getting my screen size, right? So you can see here, right? My screen resolution, everyone, right? So here I'm able to extract my screen resolution. Let's try to, try to move the mouse pointer, right? Okay, so PyAuto GUI dot move to 100 comma 100. Now if you sorry, if you execute this code, please observe the position of my mouse pointer, right? Please observe 1 2 3. Can you tell me? Okay, do you observe my mouse pointer is here, right? Okay, look at this. My mouse pointer is here. 1 2 3. Observe, right? My mouse pointer is here. So what is this? X and Y coordinates. Yeah. So guys, what 100 and 100 are? X and Y coordinates of a system, right? Brian, I'm not using the parentheses here. Did you see? Do not use the parentheses. Yeah. Himanshu, what increase or decrease? Can you please elaborate? I'm not getting the context. All right. Let's try to move the mouse with delay. All right. So PyAuto GUI dot move to 100 comma 100 with a delay of, let's say, 2 seconds. Right. All right. Observe. Look at the, okay, let's do it 3 seconds or 4 seconds. All right. It will be fun, right? Let's do it. Look at the position of my pointer, right? 1 2 3. Did you see that? Let's do it one more time. Yeah, Pooja, sorry, Pooja, yeah, Pooja, basically PyAuto GUI is used for, GUI testing, right? So for example, let's say if there are some softwares which require, testing of the UI, and that system requires, click on the buttons many a times on various intervals, and to provide some sort of inputs, and some keyboard typing is required for, let's say, some continuous testing is required for, let's say, 24 hours, or let's say for 48 hours. So Pooja, so for a normal human to work on an application for a continuity of 48 hours for the testing purposes is not possible. So in these kind of scenarios, what we do, we write the Python scripts which will automatically, handle or control the mouse as well as the keyboard for testing the applications which require continuous testing for longer hours, right? So this is a scenario where we use PyAuto GUI. Hope this helps. Himanshu, that is the screen resolution, like width and height. Yeah, we'll do that, Kumar. All right. Uh, yes, Avinash, it is. Now let us do another demonstration here, right? Okay. So in this example, we'll move a mouse in a square shape, let's say for 10 times. All right. Let's do this. All right. So for I in range, let's say 10, for I in range 10, print I. So yes, this loop is running 10 times. Okay, let's look at this. PyAuto GUI dot move to 100, 100. So look at this, guys. X and Y coordinate. Everyone, X and Y coordinate, right? Please keep that thing in mind. X and Y coordinate. All right, comma, duration 250 milliseconds, everyone, right? All right, 200, 200, 100 to 200, 200, and 100 to 200. Okay, please observe, sorry, please observe the mouse pointer here. Observe the mouse pointer, everyone. Can you observe, everyone? Just give it a try, everyone. Give it a try. Right? Give it a try. I'll just show you, in a better sense. Look at that, right? Look at that. No, Himanshu, we cannot change that, right? That is the hardware capability. We cannot change that. Sorry. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm just trying to, move further. And with the extended demonstration, it will be easy for you to understand. Ankit, just import the module. All right. Now look at this example, guys. So I'm committing this, notebook here, and let's look at this example. Move. All right. So if you look at this example, right? Okay. So it will move wherever the cursor is. Oops. Fail-safe exception. Just give me a moment, right? Move duration. So move 100 to 0. Yeah. And then it is going to be, let's say, 0 to 100. All right, so first it will move right, and then it will move down. Okay, then we want it to be left. So in case of left, we want it to be negative. So in that case, it is going to be a negative, and it is going to be, let's say, from the current position. Then we want it to go to up. So in that case, it will be 0, and it will be minus 100. All right, so this should work, right? Okay. So guys, how I have arranged this order. So basically, like I'm incrementing the x, then decrementing the x, then incrementing the, and then decrementing the x and decrementing the y, right? So basically, this is the order of of executing this thing. So this might look this is just a fun activity, right? Which I'm doing for all of you, right? So this is just a fun thing. Yeah, it will stop automatically, Shikha. So basically, Kunal, as per your question, like how this is useful in data science program, right? So I think this is useful not in scripts, right? So when you're writing scripts for your machine learning models, let's say, or data science programs, so script in the case of scripts, it is not useful. It is only useful when you have a GUI applications to be tested, right? So if let's say if there is a company who is creating an application like, let's say, MATLAB, right? And MATLAB is a GUI application which can also be used in data science. So for the testing of a MATLAB kind of application, we can use Pi GUI tools, right? Or PyAuto GUI. Shikha, then terminate the kernel, right? Shikha, for that. All right. Okay. So let us do some more practicals here. So let us get the current mouse position, right? So what we can do for that, we can type PyAuto GUI dot position should be there. Yes. Okay. So this gives me the x and y coordinates of my current position. Apart from that, I can do the drag as well, right? As I told you that PyAuto GUI is used to control the keyboard and mouse. So I am showing you the drag operation here, right? So for the mouse drag, what I'm going to do is PyAuto GUI dot drag. Okay, here it is, drag from 100 to 0, comma, duration would be, let's say, 0.25. Look at that. Did you see that? Right? Look at that. Drag. So can you feel the drag? Okay. Look at that. Right? So this is a drag. All right. So, yeah, if you want to, send a click, right? So let's say if you want to send a click, right? So how can you send a click using PyAuto GUI? So PyAuto GUI dot click, and I want it to click on this position. Look at that, right? Okay, I just clicked that. Yeah, did you see that? Right, a little lower. Okay, did you see that? So I'm able to click there, right? Okay, look at that. All right, let's do it one more time. Sorry. All right. So yeah, so these are some of the things that you can do with a PyAuto GUI. Yeah, Aditya, we can draw sorry, we can draw the squares or the rectangles using PyAuto GUI. For that, I'm going to show you a spiral order, right? A spiral order here. Yeah, yeah. I'm just committing the notebook here. All right, so look at this code here, everyone. So I've prepared this code for the spiral, for the spiral movement and the spiral drag, right? And for showing you this drag, I'm just opening this editor here with this purple yellow color, and I want this to be of this size. Okay. All right, so look at this. Okay, so I'm going to execute this code, and after 5 seconds, observe the pointer, guys. I'm not doing that. Look at that. Did you see that, everyone? Yeah, yeah. I'll just repeat it for all of you, everyone. Right? Okay. So this time we'll choose this. All right. Yeah. So you can do n number of things with this, everyone. Yes, Anilan, we did that, right? So basically, we did it here, right, using the position function. Anilan. Yeah. All right, guys. So I think I'm done with my coding demonstrations for today, everyone. Right, and now I'm going to take the doubts or the Q&A section here. Right, so I'm just going through the Q&A, everyone. Surya, please tell me your concern once again. Anonymous, please tell me your concern once again. The context is not clear. Sakshi, if you want to check if it is installed or not, just uh, go to the Anaconda Navigator and then go to the environment section. Ankit Tiwari, import the PyAuto GUI module. Avinash, for that, for every 5 minutes, can you look at this, right? Here, time.sleep. So this is the gap in 5 seconds, right? So this is a gap of 5 seconds. So if you want the delay of 5 minutes, so 5 into 60, right? So this is how you can delay the execution by 5 minutes. Avinash. Yeah, Lakshmi, thank you. Yeah. Vijay Krishna, pip is not recognized. How is it possible, right? Vijay, which version of Python you're using? Can you let me know? Yeah, Lakshmi, thank you for that. Yeah, Abhishek, as of now, like I've not prepared any GUI application for the testing purposes, but definitely, like if you are really interested, so please drop us an email or post this in the discussion forum for the testing scenario. I'll prepare it and send it to you. Prathamesh, you're getting online ID for import. Okay, Prathamesh, do not use the online ID. Just try it in the local one. Himanshu, we cannot change that thing. Muzaffar, what error are you getting? Yeah, Muzaffar, in your case, the PyAuto GUI library is not installed. I suggest you to please open your Anaconda prompt and type pip install PyAuto GUI. Right, just try this. And Muzaffar, in your code error also, it says import. The spelling is wrong, right? It says pay auto, right? So it is py auto, right? Just change the spelling, Muzaffar. Jyoti, what exactly you want me to explain? Okay. Above, just import, right? Import the PyAuto GUI, or in case if it is not imported, just install it using the following command. Yeah, Gaurav, thank you very much. Sarvesh, the function is used. There are various functions that I've used here, such as position for checking the positions. If you're talking about specific function, just let me know. Anonymous, what error you are getting in your system? Just send me the error description. Ankit, if it says PyAuto GUI is not defined, first of all, make sure you have installed the PyAuto GUI, and then do the import PyAuto GUI. Vivek Shaurya, only two-dimensional. Shikha, I've answered you. This just restart the kernel. Anonymous, if it shows like that, I doubt that in you might have virtual environments or multiple versions of Python. Just confirm which version, like if you have any situation like that. Anonymous, it may expire, not exactly after the session, but after few days or so. Shikha, just restart the kernel if you want to terminate. So Jyoti Kataria, what is happening here basically? Like every time we are increasing the x, so I'm decreasing the x by minus, let's say 20, right? Okay, so look at this. If I follow this, right, Jyoti, right? So if it is x, and if I minus it every time by 20, look at this. So it will go like this. So like 20, and then 20. Can you feel that it is coming back, right? The same motion is followed for vertical and horizontal movement. So it is the decrement of of the width, you can say, or the x. Sorry. Yeah, Anilan, there's a position function I just showed in the notebook. That is there in the notebook. Yeah, Vivek Shaurya, there must be uh, yeah, Anonymous, as I said, please download the notebooks, right? Yeah, Vijay Krishna. Yes, Aditya, you can give it a try, but there are dedicated libraries for gaming. Okay, Akilendra, committing the notebook. Atul Gupta, please send me the error description. Yeah, Smart, for that, I would like you to post the same to in the discussion forum. I think that is like just to keep everything time framed. So that is why I'm requesting you to please post the same question in the discussion forum, right? So you'll get ample solutions there. Yeah, I've committed. Prathamesh, do not import in the online IDE. Mitra Daniel, this is not working. Uh, yeah, Mitra Daniel, let's do one thing. Let's just restart your kernel or create a new notebook and let me know. Sakshi, I'm not taking the code into the paint. Basically, whenever the mouse pointer starts drawing, I just open the paint so that you see the draw on the paint. Otherwise, you will see my mouse pointer moving over the notebook. Sakshi. Yeah, Kobe, basically at that point of time, basically I explained that how this section of code is able to maintain create a spiral order, right? So in the paint. So basically what it is doing basically is incrementing the x and then decrementing, right? And then incrementing the y and then decrementing. So the same pattern is followed repeatedly. Okay, I've committed, I believe. Manoj, can you send me the error description? Darsh, unfortunately, PyAuto GUI is not for smartphones. It is only available for desktops or laptops. Manoj, just send me the error description, or you can try the same command in the PowerShell or the command prompt or Anaconda prompt. All right. So, Anonymous, the future uses of GUI would be, would be the application where the automations are required, right? For example, let's say if, for example, let's say taking a log, right? For example, for every, let's say, 30 minutes, or for every, let's say, 15 minutes continuously for over a year, if the user requires to take the log, and that requires, let's say, clicking a button. So for that you can use the Python PyAuto GUI for the automation of that log tracking or log collection. Yeah, Pratish, definitely we can do. I think I missed it. All right, guys. I think I missed something here. So yes, there is one more demonstration here, which is of a stopwatch, right? So I want you to see that there is a stopwatch demonstration here, and it is very easy peasy demonstration actually. Like it will print the input field here. We're not supposed to enter anything, right? So once I start, once I press the enter, this time function will start collecting. Will collect the current time, right? Okay, look at this. Now here, this time function will collect the current time, and here is the current time, right? Now, this input function is basically holding the execution, right? So here it is not for accepting the input, everyone. It is not for accepting the input. It is for it is for accepting. It is for stopping the user, or stopping the program. Sorry, for before it ends, right? And once I hit enter, it will correct the current time and will calculate the total time taken, and which is 35.41 seconds. So here, the strategy is like, uh, collect the current time, hold the user, and then current time minus start time, and the precision of 2 seconds or two decimal places, which is here, and it will print the total time taken is total time. So this is just you can say a stopwatch kind of you can say simulation, which is implemented using the time module here, everyone. Pratish, I hope this helps, Pratish, and thank you for this. Yeah, thank you, Anaga. Thank you for the lovely smile. Yeah, Shikha, why don't you for this kind of sorting, why don't you create a dictionary, and for the values okay. So Shikha, for this, I suggest you that you create a list here, two lists. One is for, let's say, values, and uh, one is for the second value, second item, and one is for the first item, right? And sort it, and then find the index of find the new indexes, and according to the new indexes, print the values. So I'm just repeating myself once again, Shika. I want you to create two lists. One list will contain the second item. The second will list will contain the tuple address, right? So in which tuple the value was there. So you will shuffle the first list, which contains the second item, and according to the new shuffling, whatever new addresses you get, you will print the values according to that, right? So it is like tracking the addresses after the list has been sorted. So this is the algorithm which we follow generally. Shika, just let me know if this helps. If it doesn't help, uh, post it in discussion forum. I will definitely provide you the solution with that. Yeah. All right. Yeah, Shirin, the coordinates are in X and Y form here. Yeah, Siksha, thank you. Atul Gupta, Pip, try it in small case, right? In case maybe you're using Linux or Mac. I've committed the notebook, I believe. Yeah, I'll just do it one more time. Yeah, Bhuvan, thank you very much. Committed the notebook, committed. Yeah. Sumit, can you help me with removing all the yes, no, yes, yes responses from the Q&A? Yeah. So Sakshi, I have already done that for explaining the spiral code basically. So in spiral code, what we are doing here basically, we are moving from one distance to another, right? And then we are decrementing it, right? So basically, how this logic is working. If you can, like, I'll just help you with this. Okay, if you can prerequisite, right? So let me help you with this spiral order matrix of array, right? Printing of array. So Shika, I think I suggest you to, first of all, go through this program first of all, and this program will create a foundation for me, to make it smoother to understand. Although we can do it as of now only, but still, I would suggest if you can do it, right? Because I think it is going to be a little difficult, right? But I can give you a hint here. I can give you the algorithm here. Basically, what is happening here? Let me help you with this. Okay. So we are starting from a position. You can see that X is growing, right? And then you can see that the okay. Okay. So when this is the line, so here Y is constant and X is growing. Can you feel that? In this line, X is incrementing, Y is constant. When you see this, so what does that means? It means X is constant and Y is growing, right? And if you see this, right? Okay, Y is decrementing. Y is decrementing, right? And X, sorry, my mistake. X is decrementing, right? And Y is constant, right? To certain state. And then if you see this, what does that means? It means that Y is decrementing. Y is decrementing and X is constant. Similarly, if you follow this, to certain extent, it is like X is incrementing and Y is constant, right? So similar algo is followed, while printing this spiral order. So Sakshi, can you let me know, does this algorithm helps you in understanding the logic? Yeah. Samath, percent S is for okay. Samath, percent S is a placeholder, right? It is a placeholder. It will display the value of total time, right? But it is just a placeholder of the variable. Swayanka, if you want to learn more about PyAuto GUI, I suggest you to go to its community portal, right? PyAuto GUI. This one, you can go through this, library documentation. You will find documentation here, description here, right? So here is the documentation which is available completely. So you can just refer to this documentation if you want to go through it. For example, we did the click, we did the move to, right? We did the size, we did the position, right? So these are some of the things that we did, right? But from that, you can see that there is a more complex spiral order which is printed here, right? The same example. Hope this helps, Swenka. Okay. So Kaustav, in your program, the break must work because I don't see any indentation error in your program. Hmm. Yeah, there is no error, Kaustav. Can you please restart your kernel and execute it one more time? Restart the Jupyter kernel. Yeah, Ravikant, thank you very much for the appreciation, right? That really motivates me. Thank you very much, Ravikant. Left click, Gaurav, left click. Vivek Shaurya, when I commit the notebook, it is available in this URL and I'm sending you the URL here. Thank you, Sakshi. Yeah, Sumit, there is a query here by Himanshu Singh. Can you please note down his query? So yeah, I hope, yeah, I think he is noted. Yeah, Himanshu, so he'll definitely send it to you. Okay, Gaurav. So it is a little weird. I'll check it. Yeah, Swenka, thank you for that lovely smile. Okay, Darsha, basically, in this statement, the time it is going to print time taken, and then %s will be replaced by the value of the variable total time. So basically, what you are seeing, the expression is, this expression looks little weird, but this is the expression of string formatting in Python, right? So %s will be replaced by total time variable, and end equals to double quotes means that the value will not be printed in a new line, the value will be printed in the same line. Costo, I've checked your code actually. I can see the break there, and the if condition looks good to me. The indentation also looks good to me. The data types are also correct. I don't find any error. You know, if you int, if you underscore number. So the break is good. Yeah, it might be a cost of that the random number which is generated is not matching with your number. This is the reason why the break is not working, I think. Yeah, Aditya, basically, I did it earlier also. Like, I think we have done it, right? So for else and while else. All right. So I'll just do it for you one more time here. Okay. So, okay. So Aditya, like, if else is basically for conditions like if 1 equals to 2, right? Do something else, this will happen, right? Okay, for else, for I in range. Okay, okay, so if it runs completely till 10 times, complete 10 times, else I will execute, right? Similar is with while. So Aditya, this is how it works, right? This is the use case. You can click the picture to understand the context, right? Okay. Mitra, as I suggested, just try restarting the Jupyter. If it doesn't work, let me know. Vivek Shaurya, just use Anaconda prompt here and type pip install PyAuto GUI, right? Like this. Yeah. So Dell, I think I've explained, right? Yeah, Abhishek, definitely I will, first of all, due to, a certain company policies, I'm not allowed to share the contact details directly. But yes, you can definitely, connect with the respective student mentors team. And, there is a huge team base, right, which is out there ready always and excited to help you guys. Okay. Even if there is an urgency, so you can contact the respective student mentors to connect you with me, right? So I'll be available, right? So it is not me saying this, it is just a policy that I'm following, right? All right, Jyoti, understood. Thank you, Abhishek Gupta. Manoj, just import, try installing the PyAuto GUI. Abhijit, I think I just showed how to install pip install PyAuto GUI. Manoj, thank you. Great. Kamalini Rajasekaran, here there is a a download button here, I believe. Right. Hey, just give me a moment. Here it is, download zip, Miss Kamalini. So you can click on this download zip and you'll get the file. Hope this helps. Kumar Sambhavan, for that we have dot size function. We have this function in the notebook. So Kaustav, I think it was a random number. Yeah, Manoj, you have installed this, right? Okay. Rohan Dua, it should work. Just give it a try, or just try restarting the kernel. Yeah, thank you, Lakshmi, for the appreciation. Thank you very much, Lakshmi. Yeah, Del, if you want to check the syntax of drag and its operation, so here, here, all right. So where is the drag? Here is the drag. So place the cursor after the G and press Shift Tab, right? Pressing the Shift Tab will show you the documentation, and you can go through the documentation and work accordingly. Del. So there's for that, I need to calculate the circular X and Y coordinates. Abhishek, as you cannot actually quit, right? You just have to, terminate the loop kernel because it's not moving in that. Sunil, in the terminal, but it says module not found error. Okay, Sunil, did you try pip install PyAuto GUI? Right? Did you try this in terminal? Costa, I've checked your. Yeah. Thank you, Jyoti, for the appreciation. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I wish you best luck for for the practices. Right. So I'm very much sure, and I have a big trust on you and the every learner that I trained in this session. Yeah, Costa, I've checked your question, and you, as per your question, you were saying that the break statement was not working. I think, like I can see that there is no error in your program, whether it is data type or indentations. I find that it is because of the random number and the number that you are entering is not matching. That is why the loop is not terminating, I think. Abhishek Gupta, just restart the kernel. Anonymous, for practice coding, I think First of all, I suggest you to stick to the upgrad portal, right? So they've got huge question sets to practice on. Apart from that, you can switch to the coding portals such as HackerRank or LeetCode, right? So they'll give you good programming questions to work on. Pooja, I've not checked your code. Can you please resend it? Yeah, Himanshu, thank you very much for this appreciation. This is a team effort. We all here at Upgrade try our best to to maximize the learning experience as much as we can. So this is a plus one for all of us. Thank you very much, Himanshu. Yeah, thank you, Vrinda Joshi. I'm getting out of the for loop even after guessing the number correctly. So I think Costa, it is because you have the break keyword in your if condition. That is why you are coming out of the loop, and that is bound to happen because you have said that whenever the user number matches with the generated number, it should print something and then break the loop. So that is why you are getting out of the loop, Costa. Yeah, thank you, Vivek Shaurya, for the appreciation. Yeah, nested else if. Okay, so so it is like count equals to 5, right? If count is greater than, let's say, 2, right? If count is equals to, let's say, 1 or 3, uh, pass, or let's say elif count equals to 4, pass, or elif, let's say count equals to 5, pass something. So I just created a syntax anonymous for you in how you can create nested if else or elif. Yeah, Darsh, thank you very much, Darsh. Smart, if you're stuck in the infinite loop, your Jupyter notebook will hang. Yeah, thank you, Mitra. Yeah, thank you, Arun Vikesh. Yeah, thank you, Sunil. Geeta, you will definitely get the recordings of these sessions. Yeah, Himanshu, I will, I'll do one thing, and like I'm forgetting the URL as of now for the 900, I think those questions, and I will arrange it tomorrow, and I will send it to the respective student mentors, and they will send it to you, right? I'll make sure you get those links. Yeah, Anjali, thank you very much for the appreciation. Yeah, Avinash, thank you very much. Yeah, Siddharaju, thank you very much, right? Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, thank you, Asta. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you, Prasan. Almost, I think the recordings might be, getting processed, so you will definitely get the recordings, right? So I'll raise a request to the student mentors for this as well. Yeah, thank you, Asta. Shikha, I have not mentioned. I'll mention it tomorrow. Yeah, thank you, Del. Thank you, Del. Yeah, thank you, Manshu. Great, Vivek Shaurya. Himanshu, you can. Yes, you can. Yeah, thank you, Anonymous. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you, everyone, right?
Rajan, we can wind up the session if you allow.
Almost, right? There are one or two questions which are left. So,
Yeah.
Pooja, in your code, you're getting the indentation error, right? Indentation means what? Means this, right? So there is some unexpected space which is there. right? So just correct the indent in your code, and then it is okay to go with. Yeah. So I think we are almost done. Yeah, thank you very much, guys. I see a lot of thank yous here, guys. And I really appreciate your patience, everyone, right? So it is the team effort, right, which could make this Python session successful, everyone. So I hope the sessions were worth attending, everyone. And I wish you best luck for your upcoming program. The program is super amazing with lots of experiments, industrial practices, and lots of learning, right? So thank you, everyone. Over to you, Aditya.
Yeah, thank you, Rajan. Thanks a lot. And thank you, learners, for joining this session. Thank you very much. Thank you, Rajan. Good night. Yeah.
Yeah, good night, everyone.